Distressed wood and faded rose. The secret to French shabby chic. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt like exhaling all the tension of the day? Picture this. Walls the color of whipped cream left to dry in the sun. Not perfect, but perfectly soft. That tiny crack running through the paint isn't a flaw, it's a story. I remember sinking into a friend's sofa years ago, a faded rose cotton calico that smelled faintly of rain and old roses, and thinking, this is what peace feels like. French shabby chic isn't about trying too hard. It's about letting beauty show its age gracefully. Start with the wood beneath your feet, distressed white painted pine flooring that whispers under bare soles. Notice how every scratch seems intentional, like laughter lines around an eye. Mix in a coffee table painted the same soft chalky white, its edges rubbed raw from imaginary generations of teacups. Now layer textiles the way you'd layer memories. Faded rose voile peeking from behind chalky white curtains, both trimmed in lace that catches the morning light. Toss pillows in white, pink, and a tiny rose floral print onto that calico sofa without overthinking the arrangement. Feel the sheepskin rug underfoot, and let the tiny crystal chandelier scatter rainbows at unexpected hours. Don't forget a mirror framed in carved white florals, leaning casually against the wall because that's just its personality. This design language leans into gentleness without being fragile, romantic without being saccharine. What makes it sing is the palette. Chalky white walls that act like a forgiving canvas, faded rose that echoes the last petals of a garden bloom, ivory sheets with rose embroidery that you pull up to your chin on a Sunday morning. We're about to wander through a whole house that feels like a half-remembered dream, and I promise you'll want to steal every idea. Think of this as your invitation to a home where even the imperfections are embraced. Welcome back to Freshco Graphics. Whether you're a returning viewer or joining us for the first time, we're thrilled to have you. Subscribe now for captivating insights into home and interior design. Imagine swinging open the door and being greeted not by chaos, but by a white carved floral frame mirror leaning on a distressed pine console. Light bounces off that chalky white wall, making the whole narrow space feel like a whispered welcome. Toss your keys into a small chipped ironstone bowl without guilt, because here patina is part of the plan. A single stem of dried hydrangea in a cloudy glass bottle adds just the right amount of faded romance. What about placing a little bentwood chair in the corner, painted the same distressed white as the floorboards? Now step inside because the rest of the house is already calling your name. Sink into that faded rose calico sofa and watch the late afternoon light filter through 2 layers of curtain. Chalky white on the outside, faded rose voile next to the glass, both trimmed in delicate lace. Don't arrange the pillows, just let 3 of them fall where they may. 1 plain white, 1 the softest pink, and 1 scattered with tiny rosebuds. Underfoot, a white sheepskin rug adds texture so inviting that even the cat can't resist kneading it. Look up and catch the small crystal chandelier doing its quiet sparkle dance across the distressed pine coffee table. Now, that table might hold a stack of old French poetry books and a chipped teacup filled with pale pink peonies. Honestly, this room doesn't just look beautiful. It gives you permission to slow down. Picture a bed that looks like it's been loved for a century. A distressed white painted pine frame with a headboard upholstered in faded rose and wrapped with lace. Pull back layers of ivory white sheets, the ones with rose embroidery winding along the hem, and slip between them. A chalky white cotton knit blanket folded at the foot of the bed is threaded with silk ribbon, cool against your fingertips. Have you ever noticed how a slightly cracked wall in the bedroom feels more restful than a flawless one? That's the whole philosophy here. Sleep should feel like floating in a cloud of old lace and soft linen. Next to the bed, a tiny vintage side table holds nothing but a candle and a single pink ranunculus in a creamware pot. Gather your friends around a table that's been painted distressed white pine. its surface marked by years of imagined dinners and real red wine spills. Pull up mismatched chairs, maybe one with a faded rose slipcover, another left bare with its original flaky paint. Hang that small crystal chandelier low, so it catches conversations and turns them golden. A collection of vintage floral plates, each with a different rose pattern, leans against a chalky white wall on an open shelf. What if you skipped a proper centerpiece and simply scattered a few ivory pillar candles down the middle? After dinner, someone will linger, tracing the edge of a lace-trimmed napkin with a smile. Open shelving is your best friend here, showing off stacks of ironstone plates against those chalky white walls with the slightest crackle. Picture a distressed pine island, painted white and scrubbed down to the bare wood in all the right places. A simple glass jar holds wooden spoons, and a tiny pot of rosemary perfumes the air from the windowsill. Those same lace-trimmed voile panels from the living room find their way here, softening the morning sun as it hits the farmhouse sink. No stainless steel, no glossy finishes, just honest materials that have earned their age. Honestly, even doing dishes here feels a little less like a chore. Turn an ordinary bath into a ritual by hanging that white carved floral frame mirror above a vintage pedestal sink. A small crystal chandelier dripping from the ceiling makes even your morning face look candlelit and kind. Swap a standard bath mat for a sheepskin rug. It sounds wildly impractical, and yet the softness against wet feet is a daily luxury. Chalky white walls continue here, with their fine crackle making the room feel like a European spa tucked into a forgotten chateau. Stack thick ivory towels with rose embroidery on an open pine shelf, the wood distressed just enough to feel authentic. Light a rose-scented candle, sink into the Clawfoot tub, and tell me you don't feel like you're on holiday. Step outside and squint at the natural palette. Soft plaster walls in grayish, chalky stone or muted oyster. Exactly what you'd expect from a French country house aged by decades of Mistral winds. Notice how the shutters, painted a gentle faded sage or weathered blue-gray, are flaking just so. Climbing roses in the palest pink scramble up the facade, tangling with ivy near the roofline. A distressed wooden bench, the same white painted pine, sits by the front door, inviting you to pause before you even unlock it. Don't pressure wash those stone steps. Let the moss live in the cracks. This kind of curb appeal doesn't shout, it hums, and you'll find yourself humming back every time you come home.